Well, welcome back. How are you feeling?
Good. How you doing?
Good. So I know you were supposed to fight last month. Now you're fighting now. Can you talk to me a little bit about that change-up when you found out about it and all the details there?
Definitely disheartening. Spent a lot of time, a lot of money, missed a lot of stuff. I had a birthday, had to skip, anniversary, had to skip, and didn't really get rewarded in that. So it was definitely, a punch to the stomach. But I obviously got this opportunity, so I was only sad for a few days.
Was part of that sadness obviously the pay and not being able to fight, but now you're not going to be fighting in front of a crowd. Was that part of it as well?
Yeah, that one hurt. If there was any time to kind of suck up an injury, it'd be that card. So definitely sad I missed out on that opportunity, but I mean that's the way things go. And I have this opportunity. I have a really good opponent in front of me, so I'm very excited.
Can you talk to me a little bit about how you were proposed for this fight? When did you know that this fight was happening? Was it like right when you knew that one was falling apart, or when in the timeline?
I think I got that fight maybe a week later. Yeah, so I took a week off, got my body together, and then was told about that fight. So I immediately jumped right back into camp.
You didn't get fat during that week? Because I know a lot of fighters eat and they think they're not going to have a fight for a while.
No, not at all. Not at all. I think I may have lost weight.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get to end up celebrating the birthday and the anniversary, or is that still on hold?
No, not yet. Everything was on hold, so.
That's crazy. Is that hard when you're in a fight, knowing like all these sacrifices that you've given up? Does that put extra pressure on you to perform during that fight?
Yes and no, because you want it to be worth it. So you always want to get the win, when you make those sacrifices. But at the end of the day, it's part of the job. You can't really get to this level without sacrifices. So it's not really something I can brag about.
Talk to me about this opponent. What did you think when you got the name?
I was pretty excited. He's a guy that's headlined before. He's in the video game. So he has a really good team behind him. So it's a really good opportunity for me to show that my skills are up to par and I belong.
What sort of fight are you expecting from him?
I think this is going to be the best Edmen ever. People can look at his record and say whatever they want, but he's still a part of a really good team. He's been putting in work. He's got to see that champion level camp with Sean. So I think I'm going to get the best Edmen, and I'm prepared for that.
And I know you don't want to look too far past this opponent, but do you have goals for 2024 that you're setting?
Absolutely. I want to, make my mark, let it be known that I'm here in the 85 division, and work my way through the ranks. And I think this fight with Edmen is going to be a great opportunity to showcase that.
And last one for me, just a silly one. I'm not sure if you realize there's a new sponsor, SheerTex, which is they make tights, and I'm just curious. Have you requested your free pair of tights yet?
I actually not yet, but if they're sponsored by or if they're sponsoring the UFC, I'm sure they're really good. So,
thank you.
Thank you.
AJ, just a quick one. Obviously, you don't train with Mark Coleman anymore, but I just wanted to know your thoughts on, Mark and his just how much of a hero he is.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you what kind of guy Mark Coleman is. I was very scared, especially seeing those pictures of him with the tubes and everything like that. But hearing the story, saved his parents and couldn't really save his dog, lost his childhood home. So very unfortunate for such a legend, but it shows the character of that guy. He came in, he saved his parents, he went in to save his dog. So I have no problem. Me and Coleman are still really cool, even though he trains at the gym that I don't train at anymore. But I just wish nothing but the best for Coleman, and I just hope he comes out of this better. And I know he will. We all know he will. So
thanks, man.
Thank you.
Just a quick one. Your keys to the victory. What needs to happen to make sure you get your hands raised on Saturday?
Put the pressure on him. Make sure I'm going forward. Make sure I'm dictating the pace. Take away his weapons and impose my will.
What do you see as his biggest weapons? I know a lot of people think his striking is good, but he's no slouch on the ground as well. Where do you see as his biggest dangerous point?
His biggest danger is kind of getting guys to fight at his rhythm. Anytime that he's lost is when guys disrupt his rhythm, put him on the back foot, and make him uncomfortable in there. He's the type of guy that likes to be pretty and likes to kind of, show flashy stuff. So if you kind of stay in his face and make it a fight, you have a better chance. So that's the plan for this weekend.
Is that the kind of fight you like? Do you like to take it to your opponent and really push the pace on him?
Oh, yeah, and it's not me being a tough guy. It's more anxiety than anything else. I want to get the fight going right now, So, yeah, I'm going to be in his face, in his chest, and I'm going to be in there.
You know, it's funny, we hear fighters sometimes, you know, come back and complain. They say, I just couldn't get going. I just couldn't get going. What do you do right before the fight to get you ready so that you can go 0 to 100, right, when the fight starts?
The biggest thing is not burning out, you know, not getting too jacked, not listening to too crazy music, staying calm until it's time to be not calm, you know. So that's been the biggest thing for me, just staying calm, staying, you know, in a good mindset, and then when it's time for chaos, you know, let chaos go. So
Now I'm interested to see what your walkout song going to be. What's your walkout song going to be?
the same one as last, "Everything Nice" by Popcorn. A nice, calm, cool song to get me nice and calm walking up to the cage, and then right when I get in there, right when I see him, that's when I can turn it on.